friends, welcome to Taci Studio. I'm Taci, and today I am going to share with you all about my experience at Flock and Fiber Festival in Seattle 2025. Of course, it was fabulous and I had so much fun. I met so many fun people. I saw so many great friends, and I got a really nice yarn haul. So I wanted to share that with you today. If you enjoy this kind of videos, then stay with me and we're gonna go through this adventure together now. First, I want to tell you a little bit about the Flock and Fiber Festival. It is in Seattle. It started in 2022. That was the very first festival, and it's held in the Seattle Convention Center at the Summit building. It was a great building for this festival, and I think that it's really well organized. We have a lot of space. It's a fiber art that includes knitting, crochet, some weaving, and if you're here, you have probably heard about the Flock and Fiber Festival. They have more than 100 vendors on the very first festival. I don't know how many they had this year, but they have designers meet up. They have fabulous classes. I wasn't able to get on a class this year, but I'm really hoping I will pay better attention, and I hope that next year I can get to take a class. Sari Nordland, Andrea Maury, and other fabulous designers were there and taught some of the classes. And I wanted to say thank you to the organizers for the Flock and Fiber, which is the La Mercerie and Bed Rabbit Knits. Every single year I come home with my heart so full, so happy, and it's just such a great feeling to meet so many people with the same ideas, with the same objectives, with that likes the same thing that we like, and I just feel right at home, and it's so exciting for me. Last year I went to the Flock and Fiber Festival for the first time, and my husband, my son, and his girlfriend Tay, who also knits and crochet, went with me, and it was so much fun. We went on Friday. We had a little bit of time there in Seattle. We drove, and we stayed in a hotel a little bit farther. I actually was a lot easier this year, the hotel for me, but last year we went on Friday, and I have to say that worked out so much better, because this year I thought that I was going by myself. My family, my husband and my son did not want to go. Tay could not go. My friends from my knitting group could not go, and they were not here on this weekend for the festival. So I decided that I was going by myself, and I booked the Hyatt in front of the convention center, and it was perfect because it was right across the street, and it was just very, very convenient. However, because I thought I was going by myself, I decided to go Saturday morning. I got the train, and I went by train, and the train was late, unfortunately, so I did not get to the festival until about 1:30. Some people said that it was better because then I didn't get the rush of the morning and all of the people that went really early in the morning, right when they opened. But I have to say that for me, I felt a little bit rushed, and I felt a little bit disappointed that I didn't have enough time. I went with my cousin Paula from Crafting with Paula, and we had a blast. It was amazing. We got a lot of different things, but I honestly feel that I did not go on Sunday, because since my cousin went with me, we decided to on Sunday to just go explore a little bit around Seattle, and we went to the Chihuly Museum, which was amazing. So it was really fun also, but I felt that I missed a little bit for me on the show itself. There were still so many vendors, so many people that I didn't get to see, and so many fun yarns and places that I wanted to visit if I had more time. But I basically had from 1:30 or 2 to 5. So I did not get to do as much or to see. I wish I had had more time to visit more vendors with the time to just slowly absorb everything, because there are so many beautiful booths, so many beautiful yarns that I made a plan, and I had a plan for some things that I wanted, but I ended up buying some things that I did not plan and not buying at least half of what I had planned. So, but I have to say that all in all, it's always fabulous. I met so many good friends. I saw so many good friends that I had seen before, and I feel that my heart is full. So I think that next year for sure I am going to go on Saturday and Sunday, because I want to record some of my experience there so I can share with you. I want to be able to maybe even go the first day and not buy very much, but come back, have time to absorb everything, and go back on Sunday. I would love to take a class next year also. So I know for sure that next year I am going to buy the weekend ticket so I can go Saturday and Sunday. But even with not having as much time at the festival, I feel that this experience always makes me amazed at people's talent, at all the things that we see in there, that people actually are making those yarns and all those things with so much love and attention to what they do, that I come back like overwhelmed and with my heart so full of for this great experience. I feel like I missed a lot of different booths. I had a lot of them that I would like to have gone and spent more time, but some of them had longer lines, so I also didn't have the time to wait for the lines, so I did not get a chance to buy from them, because when I blinked, then I heard the message that it was already going to close for the day. But what I like to do in my life is to think about the positive and the fun things that I can take from every experience that I have, and I had so many on that day that today I'm going to share some of them with you, share some of the people that I met, share some of the yarn that I got, and I hope that you stay here and enjoy that with me. First, I want to share with you my beautiful sweater that I made to wear for the festival. I am so excited and so happy. It turned out perfect, exactly the way that I wanted, and it was perfect. It was really warm and there were so many people, so I was so happy that I wore this because it's light and fun, and it was just perfect for the weather also. So here it is. This is my Ilha sweater, and Ilha in Portuguese means island, and I think that she named the sweater after an island in Portugal. So here we go. I am going to show you my Ilha sweater. This is a sweater made by Orlane, I believe is Suche or Suche. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. And I made the size 3, I believe. And yes, I made size 3, and I used a US 4 for the body, and I made mine with Knitting for Olive pure silk. I am so very happy with how it turned out. I modified mine, of course, and I made mine just a little bit longer and had the rib exactly how it is on the sweater, and I made a short sleeve with this the rib here. I used Knitting for Olive. I of course made so many modifications on mine, and one of my friends helped me to calculate the gauge. I made it on a size a little bit bigger than the size I would normally make if I used the gauge that the designer had for it, and I used a different yarn also that it was, I used the Knitting for Olive, I think I already said that, the pure silk. And I think that these are the only modifications that I made on mine. It was I adjust for the gauge, making a bigger size and with a smaller needle also. And I made the sleeves to be honest, I put the sleeves back on the needle after I finished the body, and I only knit one row, and I went straight for the rib. So you can see here, and this rib is the same as the one at the bottom of the sweater, and I am very, very happy on how it turned out. So I think this will be something that I'm going to wear a lot, and I think that it was really fun to knit very quickly also. I started mine on, I started mine on July 5th, and I was done on July 30th, which means it took me about 3 weeks or 25 days to knit mine. So now I want to show you some pictures and tell you a little bit about the people that I met there. There were so many other people that I really wanted to meet or see again. Some of my friends that I had maybe planned to see there, but I don't know, there was a lot of people, and at times it was even a little bit overwhelming to be able to get around, but everybody was with the same objective, and it wasn't it was just a little bit overstimulating, but not in a negative way. And I of course really wanted to meet my friends from Fiber Hustle, Aaron and Chip, and I was so excited to see them. I will show you pictures. I wish I had recorded more, but as you can see on these pictures that I'm showing here, it was the most fun. At the end, I will show you the yarns that I got. At their booth at Fiber Hustle, I also met Michael from Piece to Piece, and Michael gives the best hugs ever. He is so adorable. I love his energy. I love watching him, of course, but nothing like meeting a sweet, nice, approachable person in person after you see them in their podcasts. And I feel like I made such great friends, and Michael and Aaron and Chip are some of them, and this made me feel really, really happy. I got some yarn from them, and I will show you when I start showing my acquisitions and what I got on that day. It was super fun to meet Tonya from Naughty Knitter. We are friends on Instagram. She is from Idaho. I love her aesthetic, and I love the things that she knits, and she had suitcases to bring back home of yarn, because she said that there aren't many yarn shops near her town where she lives, so she wanted to take advantage. She also took a couple classes, and I am sure she got a lot of fun things. But for me, the highlight was to see her and to meet her in person and look at her sweater. This was just absolutely gorgeous. So the next person I met was Max and Vincent from Les Garçons, and the booth was kind of busy, so I didn't have very much time to stay with them for very long. So and also, of course, they're busy doing sales and everything. So, but I was glad that I got to give Max a hug, and I was going to come back. I needed 2 different yarns, but as I said before I knew, I blinked and it was 5 o'clock and they were closing, so I didn't get a chance to I wanted to get yarn from them to make a sweater, but I just didn't get a chance to come back and be able to do that. The other person that I saw was Geraldine from Wandering Flock. What a fun and fabulous person. I had never met her in person before, and she's so fun and so cute, and I absolutely loved her booth. I love the colors. I had actually written down a couple of the colors that I wanted to get some of her yarn, and I was so happy that I was able to actually get some and be able to bring some of her yarn home with me. Now, a few of the booths that I really enjoy and that I really liked, and I went to, of course, the Farmer's Daughter Fiber, and I saw it was super busy when I was there, and also I was also going to come back to get some yarn from her. I wanted to make Ashley's new socks, and I forgot the name, but it's on a collection that the Farmer's Daughter is just released, but I didn't have a chance to come back to get that. But I'm sure I'm gonna see the Farmer's Daughter when I go to Sacred Sheep this year, and it's not very far from now. It's in November, so I can wait until then to get that. but I was happy to see them and to see the booth, and it was, of course, it had so many beautiful things. It was just amazing. A few of the places that I went and saw, and I will be showing you as I talk. It was Woolies was a booth that fascinated me with the things that she did and how she did some felting, and it had the cutest little dolls, and it was a lot of very detailed oriented pieces, and her yarn was fabulous. So now let's show you my acquisitions and what I got. And I am pretty happy, but you're gonna notice that my haul was very monochromatic. I have a lot of color, even though I don't I am very much a neutral person. I like neutral colors. I like to make things with neutral colors, but I think I had used a lot of the neutral color yarns that I had, and I wanted to buy some more neutrals, and especially creams and tan, because I did not have very much of that. So, but I'm going to start with a colorful selection of minis that I got. I absolutely loved this yarn and this combination of colors. This looks absolutely perfect to me, and that is the gray drizzle fibers. This yarn is 100% superwash merino. There's approximately 250 yards, 25 yards per color here, and is a 2-ply fingering weight. The reason I bought this is because they had this pattern, and I will show it here to you. A crochet hat. My husband has a crochet hat that he really loves, and I am going to, and it looks very much like this one, and so I am going to try to make one for him also for Christmas. And I think that these are, all of these colors here are some of his favorites. He really likes, well, there's a dark brown here also, and he likes gray, but there's a blue that looks a little bit more gray. So I'm going to use this with a gray, tannish gray that I had, and make this hat, and I think that he is going to love it. And I absolutely loved all these colors together. The next thing that I got is, I was at the Magpie Fiber, and I love their yarn. I was looking for their sock yarn. However, when I saw this one, I couldn't leave without this. This is their Swanky DK, which is 80% Southwest Merino, 10% Cashmere, and 10% nylon. And I am going to make, or I'm going to try to make, Leslie Friend two-tone twist. I did not pay attention because, again, it was getting close to the time they were going to close the festival. So I only got one skein, and this color is the Flock Lock and Drop It, and it was the exclusive color that they had for the Flock and Fiber Seattle this year. And I think I am missing about, when I got home and checked, I'm missing about 35 yards, but I have some other yarn that I bought, and I think if I need to, I can use that, which is this I also bought some fiber hustle, and I'll show you when I show all my fiber hustle. But if I need to, I think I can use this for part of the two-tone twist, and I think that I will be okay. I am going to knit until the yarn finished and it's ended, and if I still need more, then I'll add, like I said, some of this one, and I think I will be okay. But I absolutely love this color. I can't wait to start making this one. The other thing I got was the ritual dies. As you all know, it's one of my favorite stores here in Portland, and I live in Portland, Oregon. And I love the people that work there. I absolutely love Rachel. She is an amazing person, and she is the one who organizes, well, the ritual dies, and Rachel and her team organize the Sacred Sheep Festival, which is going to happen here in Portland, Oregon in November. And I had gotten this here, which is the same as this, which is the Sprite yarn. So I got this one on the natural color because I had this one before. And Sprite is a 3-ply sport weight, US grown and milled merino and corridel. And I think that these two colors will be perfect, and I want to make the Bonnie and Clyde pattern by Isabel Kramer. I have not made any of her patterns yet, but I bought one of her sweaters that I cannot pronounce, so I will write it here, and I'm going to make that. I want to buy the yarn at Sacred Sheep to make that one, but I also want, with this yarn, I'm gonna make her Bonnie and Clyde scarves, and I might be able to make both. If not, I for sure will be making one of them that has the same pattern as this sweater, and I'll write here the name of the sweater because I cannot pronounce for the life of me. So this was a super fun another thing that I got. Then I went to the Ikigai fiber booth, and I have to show you some footage also here before I show the yarn. I fell in love with her. There was a shawl pattern that I fell in love with it, and I will keep showing the footage for you to see. There's also a crochet shawl that I'm probably gonna have to order because I can't stop thinking about it. And then what I ended up buying from them was the yarn to make this hat. It's called the Elements hat, and I will tell you, this yarn, it's like you are touching a cloud. This one here, this is the Chibi Paka Chunky from Ikigai Fiber, and is 75% superwash merino and 25% baby alpaca. But I don't know, even if I have touched the cashmere, that it's as soft as this. And I might have to order some, because I think this one here, you hold these two together for the brim, and then the rest is just this here. This one is the Tama, and it is 70% nylon and 30% polyester, but it's a very, very thin yarn, and it's just for you to add to that. And the color that I chose is Harvest. They had a lot of baby things, little blankets or small blankets that you could make with this, and it was adorable. I absolutely loved everything, and I could have bought one of everything that she had because it was just amazing. I loved everything that she had and that they had in their booth. But if I had unlimited budget, then I would have bought everything. But I think I also saw them last year at Flock and Fiber. So maybe each year I buy one thing from them or a couple of things. But I was very happy to be able to get the hat, and I might be able to get some of the yarn so I can make one of the hats for me, one for my daughter. We'll see. But I was happy that I came out with one of their kits. The next thing is, I have told you already about this absolutely fun Wandering Flock, the Wandering Flock. I went there, I had the names of several colors that I wanted to see, and this one was one of the ones that Beth McDonald Stone, I believe, had used, and I wanted to try this also. I just think that is so much fun, and I think the color is highlighter, and because of the highlighter yellow on it, and it is a Southwest extra fine merino, and I bought the DK. I want to make some shorty socks with it, and it has 230 yards and 210 meters on this one, and I'm very excited to make my socks next month with this. And this one is another color that I really wanted to try, and it's the same Southwest extra fine merino, and this one is fingering, so it has 400 yards, and the color is hundreds and thousands. And isn't this so pretty? I am not 100% sure yet what I'm going to make with it, because I want to make something really special, but I do not have anything planned for this yet. All I knew is that I could not come home without it. I wish now that I had bought a sweater quantity to make, but if I find a sweater that I really want to, I might find a plain pink like this that I can use this for the yoke, or I am going to try to be creative and find out and figure out something beautiful to actually really show this beautiful yarn. Plus Geraldine was a delight. She was so fun. I want you to see the video that I told her that I wanted to record a little bit, and everybody that I recorded gave me permission to record, and she started running around and saying that she wanted to make a pose because she was going to be on the video, and I told her that I was going to tag her. She was so fun, and their booth was absolutely perfect. I loved being there. But I have to say, the highlight of my day was spending time seeing my friends and getting some of their yarn, which was the yarn from Fiber Hustle, my friends Aaron and Chip, and Michael was also there, and this is what I got. I went there thinking that I was going to get one of their yarns, one of his new yarns, which he had dyed specially for the festival. But when I saw this, I just could not live without it. And I was so happy that I got this. I got this London Fog, and I got it on a DK, and London Fog also on the fingering. The London Fog is a 80% merino, 20% nylon, and the DK is a 4-ply, 100% Southwest BFL. This one is the one that I want to choose a shawl pattern that I can integrate these two, maybe stripe, put this and this one and this one, and striped on a striped shawl, or I just fell in love with this color. This color is Match on Concrete, and it's absolutely gorgeous and exactly the kind of colors that I love. So I changed my mind to make something with this too, and I will for sure be showing you in the near future what I am making with these ones. So this is it for the Flock and Fiber show for me this year. I went with my cousin Paula, as I said, and I will show you some footage. She was wearing a beautiful granny square pants, and everyone, I am not kidding you, maybe 100 people stopped to ask her about the pants, to ask to take pictures. So I told her that I am going to probably make one for myself, and I might even make a self-drafted one. So if you crochet and you want to make a self-drafted or make a crochet pants for you that looks just as glorious as hers, then come back in the future. And I'm probably going to wait a little bit until next year on that, but that's something that is going to be coming up because I fell in love with it also, and I really want to have a pair of crochet granny square pants for me. And I might even make it to wear this year for Sacred Sheep, so we'll see. So now on Sunday, we went, actually on Saturday, we went out to dinner at a fabulous, it was a great restaurant, and I can't remember the name right now, but I think it was, the name of the restaurant was Purple, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll write here for you. It was so nice. They had really good food, and we had a really great time. On Sunday, we took some time to explore a little bit around Seattle. We went to the market, and we also, which was the highlight of Sunday for us, we went to see the Chihuly Museum. I will put some footage for you to see here. Fabulous museum. If you have a chance and you are in Seattle, don't forget to go and see his, he's a blown glass artist, and his pieces are just amazing, fantastic. So if you have a chance and you are in Seattle, make sure that you get to the Chihuly Museum. It was a show and a highlight of our Sunday. So now I just wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed. If you have a chance and you can come to Flock Fiber Seattle next year, I would say don't miss it. It was something that it's like unbelievably it was just, I don't even know which words to say. It's so nice to see all those people that have the same things in common. It's so nice to see everyone having fun. At least I think that I don't remember seeing one person that wasn't wearing something either knitted or crochet. And all the classes that they have, and it's so well organized, so they are so thoughtful. From 10 to 12 people can only go if you are willing to wear masks. So it is something that it's unforgettable if you are a knitter, crocheter, or weave. There was also one of the booths with somebody that with a company that sells the looms for weaving and yarn, and I've been experimenting with it a little bit and I'm really enjoying. So I am trying to see if I take one day a week, and so I went there and she was very knowledgeable and gave me a lot of good information, so it was very fun. Now my goal is to go next year for the 2 days and have more time to take more and better footage for you. And also I have a goal that everything that I got this year, I want to make sure that I knit with that yarn before the next Flock and Fiber, before the next year's show. So let's see, and I will report to you as I knit, as I crochet, and then I hope also that next year I can try and I can get some yarns from the vendors that I did not get this year, and that I can try some new yarns, and that I can meet some I even some of my friends that I wanted to see, I did not have a chance to see at this time, but I know that I'm probably going to see them either at Sacred Sheep or next year at Flock, because yes, I will be coming back. So for now, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that it was fun, and that if you were not able to go to Flock and Fiber, that you get a little bit of a experience of how it is and who it was there. And I know that I didn't get to everybody, but I had so much fun, and I hope that you did too. Until I see you again, if you like this kind of videos, please subscribe so I can keep bringing this contents to you. Give me a thumbs up, and I hope that you stay healthy, that you keep doing what you like, you keep knitting, crocheting, and doing what makes you happy. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Ciao.